Hello, welcome to Doraemon the Strategist. Okay, so now we have conquered sorry, we have conquered the French Indochina. We conquered the French Indochina. So now our next step is to form a long defensive line at the Chinese the Sino-Japanese border, in case the Chinese declare war on me, which they would do sometimes. Okay, so okay, so I have this army, 24 division guarding this area. Then I have the 9th army guarding this area. Okay, then so I have this army guarding this area. Yeah, so this army will be guarding this area and this area. So the 7th army will be guarding the ports in India. And 12th army will guard the long border between Burma and what is that called? Burma and Yunnan. And the 6th army will guard this area. To prevent Xinjiang from invading our border around here. Okay, good. So now we are prepared for. So we prepare 2 army for our Middle East operation. Because all I was thinking is that once we have control over some of the ports in the Middle East, we can attack allied shippings that come from Egypt, and potentially we can launch a land invasion of Egypt, which I found to be quite impossible because there'll be strong British troops guarding here. Yeah, but for now I was planning to naval invade and capture we want to have some ports here, because without ports you can't extend. Without ports here you cannot extend your naval range, because your naval range is dependent on the ports you capture. Okay, very good. So yeah, we're sending them over to here. So we're sending them over to here. So we have 2 army for this operation. Okay, then the things I've done so far. So at Australia, we basically just occupy the region around here. So we have a level 7. We have a level 7 land fort, and we have the protection of a river, so it's impossible for them to break through here. And our area here is well supplied because I have a supply hub here. So yeah, we have a supply hub here. So this area the division here won't run out of supply. Yeah, then for here, because the red color is low supply, so I've reached the limit of my logistical capability. I cannot expand further. Now I'll be further away from the supply hub at the port, and I'll lose supply. So I decided to just stop here. My goal is to not overextend into the east of Pacific, because my plan is to remain on a defensive against the Americans while I expand westward. So I have abandoned some of my ports here, like all my ports in Tyranny Island. To me, the Tyranny Island is not strategic. They are not strategic for me. The strategic ones are like the Marianas. Because these big islands, these are the last stronghold before the enemy can never invade Japan. So these are like the castle wall guarding the approach to Japan from here. So I put all my effort to defend the Marianas. So I've built like level 2 coastal fort here. Yeah, I built some coastal fort here. And I have a powerful air presence. So 3 air base triangulate into a formidable air defense at the Mariana region. If you study about the history, you learn that the Japanese actually see Mariana as one of the most strategic location. So I can show you, give you some historical facts. So it's like castle wall. You also can read this. Yeah, you can read this on your own. So the Marianas are like my castle wall to defend Japan. Okay. What else? So at here, I basically just stop my advance here. So there's a level 4 land fort, and because there's a water body, there's no way they can break through my defense here. So because the division here is running low supply, because the division gets its supplies from the port here, and it's quite far. So I have to move one division further back here. So hopefully this will reduce the supply burden here. So at here I built another level 4 land fort. So the defense here is so formidable. Here is really nearly impossible for the enemy division to break through. But even once they manage to break through, they still have to break through another level of land fort, another formidable defense line here. Plus the area here is better supplied due to its proximity to the naval base here. Okay, so I think this is it. Then as I have this plan called the War Plan Philippines. So in the event that the US is justifying war against me, I will prepare forces to quickly capture these Luzon and Manila. These two. So these two are protruding into the South China Sea, and I need to protect my supply line, my vulnerable supply line. Because South China Sea is where I ship all my raw materials all my raw materials, the oil, especially oil from Dutch East Indies. So I need to protect my vulnerable shipping line here. So capturing this is enough. I don't think I need to capture all this. It will take a long time to capture all this, especially in late 1943 or 1944. There will be a lot of American division. So it's good enough if I can just capture and hold on to this. Just capture the port. So proximity is very important. I don't care about this port. It's only a level 1 naval base. So the most important is Manila, because it's a level 5 naval base. Which is where the more advanced the naval base, the larger fleet it can fill. So because your fleet basically gets its supply from the nearest port. So if the port is low level, then a super carrier fleet will run out of supply. So I want to deny the US ability to have a powerful carrier force here, and this is done by capturing all the advanced port here. So I don't, yeah, because port is basically your logistic. Port is basically having control of port will allow you to have the logistical capability to field a much more powerful naval force. Okay, so this is it. what else? Australia. No, Taiwan. I have five division guarding the port here. Okay, very good. Okay, so some new thing. Let me go through my. Okay, so you can read this but basically this is what I've done. So I have gotten a new destroyer model 1940s, and I have gotten a new 1940s cruiser model. Okay, so this is my new 1940s destroyer hull. So this is the new destroyer. So my new destroyer basically has two functions. It can protect your merchant. It can protect my merchant ships against enemy submarine, but it's also capable of mine laying operations. Yeah, mine laying operations. So previously I have two separate destroyer models, one for mine laying and others for convoy convoy protection. But now I use the same model for both functions. So this one will go into the convoy escort reserve. This one will go into the mine laying reserve. Also, there's a third function I forget, which is destroyers they are basically screening ships. Basically, goes to screen capital ships. So when I design my new destroyer model, I actually take this into account, the ability to screen capital ship. So max speed important, some anti-air capabilities is okay. Where is my new destroyer model? Yeah. So I have a powerful engine that's fast enough. I have some torpedo then I have the ability to lay mines. Then I have some depth charge to deal with. Oh yeah, I forget to add torpedo. Oh, this is my mistake. Okay, I'm very sorry. Okay, let me go to my latest. I need to modify. I forgot to add the torpedo capability for my destroyer, because one of the function of my destroyer is to help to screen capital ship as well as to launch torpedoes. So without the torpedo, there's no point. I mean, you can't fulfill one of the important functions, which is to screen capital ships and to launch torpedo attack. Okay, this is my latest walkthrough, but I'm going to modify here. Okay, good. So my destroyer, those okay, torpedoes. They have some light gun. Depth charge. And change to torpedo launcher. Okay, I want my destroyer to have maximum speed, so I think -1% should be enough. I don't want -2% because I want my destroyer to have max speed. Because max speed is important for convoy escort, like you need to run away from enemy capital ships. Max speed is also useful for accompanying your fast carriers. And max speed is also good for your mine laying capability, like you need to be fast enough to lay mines as well as to avoid enemy ships. Okay, so okay, good. Okay, I'll modify this. Okay, so I'll save. Okay, good. Yeah, part of our... Okay, so now yeah. So this is my new destroy model. Okay, so now I also start producing the new 1940s light cruiser model. Okay, everything. So I also have powerful scouting plane because I need my light cruiser for patrol mission, so I need the scouting plane's capability. Because if you look at me, I tend to have two light cruiser in a small task force. The goal is to patrol the sea and help to spot enemy fleets so that my main strike force can attack. So this is my main strike force. That's our light cruiser. So I added our light cruisers. Okay, our light cruiser Kai A. This is the modification. Two scouting plane. Torpedo tube. Some batteries. Okay. So how I choose what weapon to do. So how I choose my weapons my equipment is based on the needs of my light cruiser. So these are the criteria I'm trying to have. Yeah. Okay, good. So I think this is it for this part.